Alison Larkin presents Mapton on Sea by Sam Maxfield, read by Alison Larkin, followed by a conversation with Alison Larkin and Sam Maxfield. Chapter 1. Stella Gets the Call. The call came in the dead of night, the way those calls nearly always do. Stella fumbled for the phone. "Hello?" she mumbled. "Is this Stella Distry?" a woman asked. Stella sat up, finally clearing sleep. She pushed her curls out of her face, heart pumping. "Yes," she said. "Who's this? What's wrong?" "It's about your grandmother, Gina Pontin. She's had an accident. I'm calling from Lincoln Hospital. Now don't panic, it was just a tumble. She's broken her right arm, bruised a couple of ribs and sprained her ankle. We can't send her home alone, but she's being very difficult. Abusive, actually. You're down as her emergency contact number." Stella squeezed her eyes shut. "You want me to come and get her?" "Yes," the woman sighed. "Yes, we do." Even over the phone, her relief was palpable. "It'll be morning before I can get there," Stella said. "That's fine," the woman said, "just as long as I can tell her you're on your way." She sounded positively gleeful. "You can," Stella said, "but it won't make her happy." She perched on the edge of the bed, stomach in knots. She supposed she'd have to stay with Gina until she could find a carer for her. A few days, at the very most. Fewer if she could help it. Then there was her cat, Henry. Who would feed him? Her neighbour was away, and none of her friends lived near enough. She'd have to take him with her, which meant somehow stuffing him into his cat carrier, which he normally resisted tooth and claw. That done, he'd howl non-stop in the car, then punish her for days by showing her his back. She sighed. Between him and Gina, there were good times ahead. Following the death of her parents when she was 12, Stella had barely survived the years she'd lived with her maternal grandmother. Still, at least Gina didn't live in Nottingham anymore. Stella couldn't face returning to the old house on Bobbin Street. Gina had uprooted 5 years ago to the seaside town of Mapton on Sea. From what Stella gathered, it was a shabby little neglected resort long past its glory days, reachable only by narrow back roads that wound and zigzagged through rural Lincolnshire. Not that she'd ever visited Gina there. Stella girded herself and set about gathering vital supplies, carefully selecting a couple of sketchbooks, watercolour pencils and a packet of multicoloured Sharpies for doodling. She added her iPad, Kindle and iPod Nano, all things to help her survive a few days with Gina. Almost as an afterthought, she stuffed a carry-all with random clothes and toiletries. Henry was still snuggled down under the duvet, one tabby ear poking out. Stella eyed him ruefully. She'd leave the trauma of getting him into the carrier till the last minute. If he stayed asleep, she might be able to just scoop him up and stow him before he knew what was happening. Nothing else about the day ahead would be that easy. Stella heard Gina before she saw her. "And you can sod off too." Gina's voice reverberated around the ward. Stella paused. Maybe she could just turn around and leave. No one had spotted her yet. "We need this bed." A man's voice, deep and mellifluous, said, "We're going to sit you down in the day lounge, OK? Just till your granddaughter comes for you." "I've a right to this bed," Gina replied. "I've paid my